Hi, I can hear you. All right.
Okay, I can hear you too.
All right.
Good. I knew we'd get this thing figured out.
I think we did too.
So I had to hook it up to my Bluetooth device and then turn on the mic.
Got it.
My tech savvy wife was trying to figure out my phone. She said my phone wasn't working, but I know it works. I use it every day.
Right.
I don't know how her computer works because I don't use it at all.
Right.
So she's on the desktop usually, and that's how we've been usually doing the Skype things on her desktop. So this is the first time actually in her defense that we did it on my phone.
Okay.
So we kind of figure it out together. So we got it.
Awesome. All good.
It still works, honey. It still works. But you do what they say in the South to do. She mashed it. She mashed it, but mash 4. mash 3. And she literally she gets too frustrated, she'll take a hammer to it. And I've seen her do it. So just don't do that to my phone, honey. Don't take a hammer to it.
Awesome.
No, I didn't. I still get a hammer. I don't smash stuff. You do. That's my wife. What are you gonna do, right?
Right.
You married?
I am not. I am gladly single right now.
So I'm looking at this picture here. I'm assuming that's you on the right.
Yes.
Who's that on? Your dad?
That is Tom Atkins.
Tom Atkins.
If you've ever seen Halloween 3.
I'm ashamed to admit it, but yes, I've seen Halloween 3.
He's the star of Halloween 3.
He's the villain?
He's the doctor. The guy that's trying to stop the masks from...
He's not the guy that came up with the mask. He's trying to stop the mask.
Right.
Oh, it would have been more cooler if he was the villain, though. You know, I'm into villains. Villains are key.
Unfortunately, the guy who played the villain in that movie, I believe he passed in like the late 80s, early 90s. He was actually the villain in RoboCop as well.
Now, wait a minute. He was the head of OCP?
Yeah, he was the head of OCP.
But the head of OCP wasn't necessarily the villain. Well, yeah, he was. When you think about it, I guess. But okay, who was the guy that told him, nice shooting, son, at the end? Was that the head of OCP?
Yeah, him. That's him.
Yeah. He wasn't really the villain. He was just the CEO.
He was the corporate villain.
The father from that 70s show was the villain, Red.
Right.
Ain't that some shit? Ain't that something every time I watch that 70s show, like, can you fly, Bobby? That's what I be wanting to say. Like, right. He's always looked the same. He ain't never had no hair.
Right.
He never had no fucking hair. You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Kurtwood Smith. That's his name. Kurtwood Smith.
Yeah. No, that guy, that's what you call a character actor. You know, a lot of shit, but you don't really know his name.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he can fit into the role that he necessarily needs to fit into, like a comedian. Like somebody like Josh Brolin today, back in his day, wouldn't get as much attention because they could easily slip in and out of different roles.
Right.
Josh Brolin is Thanos, and he's freaking Cable, and he was freaking young Tommy Lee Jones in Men in Black 3, and he was Johnny X.
Right, exactly. And he was in The Goonies, one of his early movies.
I don't remember that. But,
yeah, he was the older brother in The Goonies to Sean Astin. He was also in I've been following that guy for a long time. Like, he was really good in that giant cockroach movie that Guillermo del Toro did, Mimic.
Oh, Mimic? Oh, yeah. Mimic was the shit.
Yeah, he was in that. He did a really good job. And then I really liked him in Robert Rodriguez's Grindhouse movie, Planet Terror.
Yep. Yeah. I like that movie, actually. My wife doesn't like it.
I saw that movie in theaters for my birthday when it came out. I love those guys. Tarantino, Rodriguez, like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm sitting there watching Kill Bill Volume 1 now. It's on Netflix.
Awesome.
Well, actually, it came on AMC, and I'm like, what the fuck am I watching this shit on AMC for?
Right.
It's on Netflix. Well, I have a DVD anyway. I got both on DVD. Only if I got one beef with Quentin Tarantino, well, it's really not with him. It's really with Samuel L. Jackson in Pulp Fiction when he kept saying the N-word in front of his face. I think if I was playing that character, I think I would have had to slap him.
Right.
I'm like, wait a minute, Q. This is what I would have said if I'm Samuel L. Jackson playing one of those. Now, you know my character's a bad motherfucker, right? And you know my character's all pro-black and shit, right? You honestly think that my character would stand there and let you say the N-word repeatedly in front of me like you're doing? Don't you think my character would react to that in some way, shape, or form?
Right.
Like, just like, smack shit out of you. Oh, man, I'm sorry. And then you pull your gun out and threaten me. We make it a shit situation and then ease the tension. But I think that would go against my character as A, black man, and B, a black actor in a movie with a white director. I don't give a fuck. I probably would get fired if I said that shit. But, you know, would have fired me and then got Samuel L. Jackson. Like, me, you're fired. Get Sam on the phone. He don't give a fuck what I say.
No. This is podcast. You know, you can say whatever the fuck you want to say.
Did you see a sign out front that said "Dead Nigger Storage"? I think he just wanted to go down in history to say, "Yeah, I said nigger in front of Samuel L. Jackson, the baddest motherfucker in movies." Stop that. I'm just trying to get inside his head. I bet that's how he thinks. But anyway, other than that, I love his work. He was funny as Little Nicky.
Oh yeah, definitely.
My wife had to point that out to me that was him. I was like, oh shit, that you're right. That is Tarantino. But see, I remember Reservoir Dogs too.
That's another great movie.
That's like his first one, right?
Yeah, that's his first one. That's his first like written and directed. Because I think his first like screenplay that's kind of like in his universe was True Romance.
To the big screen, I think. But I think the one that put him on the map was obviously Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, that was the one this first one that he wrote, directed, acted in, produced, like did all of it. And that's the one that allowed him to go on to do Pulp Fiction and Jackie Brown and
the only other I might have with him is when he took that Tony Jaa movie and slapped his name all over it when he didn't really have nothing to do with the movie, The Protector.
Right,
which was
right.
It's a movie called Tom Yum Goong, which was the name of the restaurant in the movie. The movie is called Tom Yum Goong, and I found that movie at a con in Florida way before Quentin Tarantino got a hold of it. Or maybe he got a hold of it the same time I did. I don't know. I found it when we brought it home to Atlanta, and I just wore it out. I watched it so much. I loaned it to my friend, and he never gave it back to me. But, that was the name of the movie. Originally, Tom Yum Goong was the name of the movie. So that's how that went.
And I think he also did that with, what was it, Hero? The Jet Li movie?
Did he?
I remember him slapping his name on that, like Quentin Tarantino presents.
All I know is he did that with the Protector, the movie he called The Protector with Tony Jaa.
Yeah. And then I think they also did that with Hostel, like Quentin Tarantino presents. Because I know Eli Roth and him are good friends. I believe Eli Roth was actually the cop in Reservoir Dogs that got tortured.
The ear cut off?
Yeah. Now that's kind of fitting because most of his movies kind of deal with, like, torture.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. That's pretty cool. So anyway, you got some questions for me? Fire away.
I do. First, I want to say that I am, like, a huge fan. I was there for episode 1 premiere of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I've watched that show religiously when it was on, and you were always my favorite character. Like it goes Frylock, Shake, and then Meatwad. But I really like all the characters all together, and I mean Carl is like a whole entity on his own. But
somebody was asking me, besides Frylock, who was the character that you would most like to hang out with in real life if you could? Of course, the answer to that is Carl.
Right, it is Carl.
Just want to hang out with Carl just to see what kind of shit he's going to do. Right. How many wings can he eat without getting full and whatnot? You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
He knows where all the gentlemen's clubs are.
Exactly.
Checkers.
He was the cool guy. Like the fact that right, like
man, the journey, the foreigner belt. That's what it was. The foreigner belt.
Right.
I don't need no instructions. Know how to rock.
Right. The whole show was just, like let's
not get off topic. Let's not get off Carl for a second.
Okay.
I'm on him, but so the thing with Carl is he's died in more horrendous and horrific ways than Kenny from South Park ever had. Like, Kenny's died a lot, but I'm saying if you look at Carl's deaths and you look at Kenny's deaths, Carl's deaths are far more gruesome than Kenny's. You know, the worst happened. He gets pulled apart, eating my rats and all that, or drunk off my rats every night. Fucking Carl, he just, oh Lord. Remember when they made his body out of eyeballs?
Right.
Oh, I'm coming for you. Oh, it hurts. The pain. You know, just figure he should just move. You know what I'm saying? Why don't he just...
Right. You know, my theory was that it was always like the location, you know, of like where Frylock and Meatwad and the Aqua Teen Hunger Force lived and where Carl lived. Like, the only thing that I could conclude was that rent must be really, really cheap.
Well, apparently there was a season where we lived in Seattle.
Right.
Maybe it was trying to sell the house or whatever the hell. I don't even know if that was a whole season, but by this time they had, you know, I was lost. Damn sure by this time they kept changing so much shit. I was like, okay, we doing what now? What's going on? I never knew nothing. You know, I just showed up to record when they said be there at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock or whatever. Script. Oh, we're printing it out now. Oh, here you go. Now go in the booth and go do it. But you know, if you never heard the story of how I got the role, I can tell you.
That's one of the questions.
Really?
Yeah,
well,
really.
I walked into Adult Swim and said, "Give me a job." No, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah. Just give me a motherfucking job, you motherfucker. I'm a bad motherfucker and I can do some voices. Yeah, that would be a good story, but that's not the way it went. I had a damn good agent. I'll tell you that right now. Her name is Rona Burns, the Burns Agency. She's based out of North Carolina. She's semi-retired now, but she still does a few things, and she still represents a few people, including me. But anyway, I was doing theater here in Atlanta, man. I was just going around, you know, trying to make something happen on the theater tip, because I'm classically trained. When I went to high school at Lincoln University in Jeff City, Missouri, and I got into doing theater there. And I was also a commercial art major, so you know I can draw a little bit, and I actually do original commission pieces based on the Aqua Teens. If somebody wants to order one, they can hit me up on the social media.
Awesome.
Anyway, yeah, I have my own YouTube channel. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and all that. But you know, anyway, so this girl kept coming late to the rehearsals. This theater troupe I was with. I was like, "What's going on?" Wait. She's like, "I come from this audition. I come from this gig and that gig." I was like, "Whoa. Who's your agent?" That's exactly what I asked her, and she gave me the information. And at the time, I had like a digital audio tape. I had done a demo, but see, there was like no internet then. We talking like the late 90s. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was on the internet then.
Right.
I mean, people were, but they really weren't like we are now. People were in business, but they weren't socially. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it wasn't good. It wasn't like what we do now. You can put your MP3 file, send it through, do your voiceover demos, your auditions from your parents' basement. If you got a good high-speed internet connection and a decent microphone. It ain't like that. It wasn't like that then. You had to physically go to the studio. And record your demo and put your sound effects and let the engineer play around with the sound effects and music and cut your demo. If you look on my IMDb page, my demo is still on there. The very one I made from back in the day. I think it still holds up today. It's pretty good. I must say so myself. But anyway, so I was sending out my demo, and apparently this chick I was talking to in theater troupe had a decent agent. So I finally hooked up with her. Long story longer. And she had an in with Cartoon Network, and I started doing bumps for Pokemon, Dragon Ball Z. I was the voice that told you that Goku died the first time he died. This time, Goku dies. I was the announcer for Samurai Jack.
Awesome.
The original incarnation of Samurai Jack. I was on the next Samurai Jack. Jack gets into this, that, and the other. That was me. A lot of people don't realize that, but one of the production assistants at the time, he was a production assistant. He's probably a CEO over there now. I don't know, but hell, they're cleaning the house over there now, man. AT&T just bought a big chunk of Cartoon Network, or all the Cartoon Network, or Adult Swim, or something like that here. So anyway, that's another story. They don't call me no more for those types of bumps or gigs, or not that I'm not available. They just don't call me. I go figure. I don't know. I must have pissed somebody off over there, but I don't think so. But you never know. But anyway, that's water under the bridge. I was just talent. They just called me up and said, "Hey, Carey, be in the studio at blah 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 blah." And I was totally green to the inner workings of the machine, as it were, of Cartoon Network and Adult Swim. I didn't know the other side of it. So I'm just an actor that had a gig. And people ask me all the time, "Will the show come back? Why don't you get residuals?" Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, look, there's various reasons why these things aren't happening. Okay. I didn't get residuals because I'm in the right to work state of Georgia. And when you're young and up and coming, it's all excitable. You get all excitable. You see that contract, you just sign it. And I didn't know nothing about getting into SAG or AFTRA or nothing like that at the time, even though I do SAG work, but I'm not in SAG. And it took Dana Snyder a minute to get into SAG, Master Shake, but he's in there because he's out in L.A. Apparently, that's where he's supposed to be. But I don't agree with that. I'm in Atlanta. I think that I can get just as much work, if not, than anybody else being in Atlanta in this day and age. Certain people won't work with you if they don't see you in person, even if it is just your voice. Isn't that amazing?
They
got to see you.
Yeah.
Apparently. And I'm like, you got to see me. I can send you a video. You know what I'm saying? You got to see me. What do you want to touch me? You don't believe it's me? That's the odd part about it, man. It's like, it's hard for me to get work now because of that fact. What I'm telling you, you can't move out to LA or something like that just to get work in the voiceover industry. And that is total bullshit. I don't believe that. And I think I've proven myself, paid enough dues to get just as much work as anybody else out there. And I'm still plugging. I'm still trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? I get work here and there, but it's not like the volume that folks get in other parts of the country, which is sad but true. But I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? If I join SAG, if I happen to have $3,000 laying around, yeah, I can join SAG. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have to have $3,000 laying around. I'm just trying to get to the next con or do the next gig or, you know what I'm saying? Get that next hit show that hopefully won't get canceled. Somebody asked me and Dana at a con once, they was like, what's your biggest fear as a voiceover actor? Like, cancellation. That's what I said. Cancellation is my biggest fear. I want the show to grow some Simpson legs under it. At least I thought this one was. I knew it was a hit. We knew it was a hit, but there's various cogs in the machine.
Right.
And if you're just a screw that won't be missed and you fall out, I told my agent one time that I needed a raise. And the squeaky wheel gets the grease. And you know what she said back to me? The squeaky wheel could be replaced. And I was like, wow. I wasn't expecting that answer from my own agent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I love you. I don't say nothing bad about nobody. But it's a hell of a ride, man. I had fun, though. I don't have no animosity toward anybody in the cast or Adult Swim or Cartoon Network. I would love to work with them again in the future, if that's willingly possible. I don't know. But if you know somebody, let me know. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. I mean, I went to school for screenwriting. One of the things that I'm actually now kind of looking into is actually how do I get into doing voiceover work? And yeah, I'm very interested in it.
What part of the country do you live in?
I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
I've been several times. I was supposed to be at that con last weekend.
The anime one or the Steel City Con?
I don't know what the name of it was, man. It was a con in Philly. There probably was a couple
Philly, yeah.
I don't think it was Steel City. I've heard of that.
Yeah, I'm in Pittsburgh. Philly's.
I think it was Philadelphia Comic Con or something like that.
Yeah.
But I was supposed to be there, but instead I was already signed up to do a one-day appearance in Lincoln, Illinois. That's where I was last weekend. Okay. But I was already signed up for that one, so I couldn't make the Philly one. But who knows? I might get up your way. I wouldn't mind doing Steel City if you know somebody that runs it.
Actually, I do. My friends run that con, are associated with the people that do run it. Let me actually ask. I can shoot my message a friend on Facebook and see it.
I'm reasonably priced, and yeah, I'll work with you. I love doing cons. It's fun time. Good stuff.
I love going to the cons. I mean, that's where I get, a lot of potential new guests to come on my show. Absolutely.
So anyway, back to my story about how I got to be Frylock. So, like I said, I was doing the Samurai Jack announcer. I was the announcer, Samurai Jack, and of course I was just bobbing around doing the bumps and stuff like that, Pokemon. And the guy heard me doing the Samurai Jack thing. His name is Larry Morris. I know his name so well because I went to high school with a guy named Larry Morris. But the guy I went to high school with was more like the dark-haired Italian version of Jess Piccoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. It's like, today in Show and Tell, I have my pet tarantula, Bubba. Where's Bubba? Anybody seen Bubba? Look under your chairs for Bubba, please. But anyway, so this guy, Larry Morris, heard me doing the Samurai Jack thing. He ran to Matt Millero and Dave Willis, was like, gotta hear this Carey Means guy. He'd be perfect for doing this food product thing you're doing, Aqua Teen or whatever it is. He'd be perfect for that. So I auditioned in the break room of my day job here in Atlanta. This was like, 99, 2000, something like that, right before we started recording. And I was standing there with the script for Rabbi, the very first episode you were talking about earlier. No, meanwhile, don't get the jam box. I was like, what the hell is this shit? I'm like, man, this is some bullshit, man. Box of fries. Although my agent did paint the picture of the character very astutely. She told me, she was like, your character's straight, man. He wants to solve the mystery. He wants to solve the case. He's a straight man. He's the guy who, he's the one that holds the other two together. The other two are just idiots. So I knew what I was portraying going in. So whatever, for some reason, they just loved it. It came out of me and one other guy, and the rest, as they say, is history. And the only one time twice I wasn't Frylock. I wasn't myself. They kind of fooled the public into thinking that we were a spin-off of Space Ghost Coast to Coast. I guess maybe kind of, sort of we were. The Bachelor Meal episode.
Right.
It's Ghost Coast to Coast. But if you notice, it's Dave Willis and Matt Malero doing Frylock and Meatwad and Shake. Dave Willis is doing Shake and Matt Malero is doing Frylock. And they sound like the Moonanites.
Right.
Meatwad and Frylock sounds like her if you watch that episode. So that's not me and that's not Dana Snyder. And the other time was the one that they aired that said the very last episode, Forever and Ever Amen, was the one where they did the live action episode with T-Pain playing Frylock and John H. Benjamin, whatever his name is, playing Shake. And so, funny story about that, Dana Snyder told me a couple of years ago that Dave Willis had contacted him and told him that Dana and I were going to be playing ourselves in that episode. We were going to be filmed on camera, live action. And so Dana kept bugging Dave about it. When are we going to do this? Kept calling. When are we going to do it? When are we going to shoot it? So Dave Willis finally said, Ken already did it. What do you mean we already did it? With who? He's like, well, T-Pain played Frylock and John Benjamin played you. And so around the same time, I went in to record in the studio, and I was bitching about all this money that T-Pain just got for the, what is it, that he supposedly came up with. The robot voice thingy, Auto-Tune. That's what it was. Auto-Tune. Some company paid T-Pain a buttload of money for his Auto-Tune thing, which he didn't invent. But anyway, and then I was like, you believe all this money they just gave him for something? And then I was looking at the creators of the show, and they kind of gave me a look like, well, we kind of just paid him much money to play you. They didn't say it, but I could read it on their faces. And after a while, when I found out, sitting at home watching the episode, I was like, and then when Dana told me that, I was like, wow, okay, whatever. Politics.
Right.
T-Pain needed the money more than I did. Oh, wait, no, he didn't. But anyway. I just sit back and imagine how many people thought that he was actually Frylock based on that. I'm sure some people out there probably thought, ooh, Frylock is T-Pain. I don't know. I hope not. But I hope we got that cleared up because he ain't.
It's officially cleared up on the Fishbowl for all those Fishbowl listeners out there.
I was confused about that.
Awesome.
Any other questions?
Yes.
And of course, doing Thundercleats on the Brack Show was fun.
That was you're answering my questions for me.
And once they found out that I'm classically trained on the Brack Show, they had me do the 3 Hams episode. 3 hams will fill him 3 hams. And he told Brack to give his goldfish 3 hams, and Brack kills the goldfish when he gives him 3 hams. Andy Merrill, funny guy. He was also on Aqua Teen. He was okay. There's 2 aliens. There's not only Ignignat and which is Matt Malero and Dave Willis. But Dave Willis is Ignignat, Matt Malero is which is Little Pink one. But Emery and Oglethorpe, the pointy-skinned aliens, the space kataz.
Right.
Plutonians, I don't know what their actual name is. I guess kids can Google that. But anyway, Andy Merrill is the little fat orange one. He's Oglethorpe. It took me a while to figure out that Dave Willis was Boxy Brown, too. Whitest white boy. Boxy Brown, baby, send lots of them crackers, you the man. So it was fun, man. It was a blast. I would love to do it again. The fans should get together and just start a firestorm online. Just bring it back. Hell, they brought Roseanne back. Well, like a bad example. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, we could do the Twilight Zone. Yeah.
Let me ask you, Twilight Zone. Let me ask you a question. How did you get into doing this?
I went to Point Park University here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I had a radio show there. And my radio show's name at the time was called Yours Truly, the Dude, kind of like after Jeff Bridges from The Big Lebowski. And I started.
Aries.
What's that?
Jeff, my fellow Sagittarian.
Yes.
We were born day, December 4th. Me, him, and Jay-Z, but that's another story.
Awesome.
Go ahead.
Awesome. My birthday, it was April 18th, so I'm always set for 420.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. But
oh, I get it. Did you see that meme somebody posted on Facebook?
I did.
I like the one with the guy from Half Baked.
Yeah.
When there was like, when you realize that 420 is all next year.
Right.
Next year, the whole month is 420.
Right.
Yeah, because this is 2020.
Right.
Dude, for some people, every day is 420. You know what I mean? Not that I'm talking about myself. Not at all. You know what Frylock says in the show. Marijuana is illegal. That's what Frylock says. So you have to pay heed. Yes, honey. Hi. How are you? That's my wife in the background. Say hi, wife.
Hello. Thank you for letting us use your computer.
My wife wants to say something.
Okay.
Say
something. So Carey does autographs, and he will sign them and send them to you. He takes all forms of payment, Venmo, PayPal, even over Facebook, because we linked the card earlier.
Free shipping within the United States, within the continental United. Isn't that funny how they say that?
Yeah.
Within the continental U.S. Like this. That makes it fancy.
Yeah, because we found to ship it to Australia is almost half the cost of the autograph.
Yeah, that'd be another $20.
That's really far. But yeah, just find him on Facebook, find him on Instagram. His Facebook is open, not the ones that are the professional ones, but the regular Facebook, where he has over 4,000 friends. That's his real Facebook. And yes, he's on there, and he will actually talk to you back to you. So be sure to find him. He's always checking it.
Awesome.
Checking it twice. So you excited about the Avengers movie?
I am. I definitely am. The last movie I saw in theaters was the Hellboy movie.
Wow, how was it?
You know, I'm with Mila Jovovich. I'm like, that's an instant cult classic. I really enjoyed it a lot.
You say that because it's been being dogged. People been dogging it out, haven't they?
They have. And
they been dogging out the Fifth Element. They still dog out the Fifth Element. I don't understand that.
I know, that movie's fantastic.
She's in a movie where she sings in Hebrew. It's called Dummy, and she started with Adrian Brody, and you gotta check that.
You heard of that one, Dummy?
Yeah, I saw that.
LeVar Burton played in the movie called Dummy. It was a TV movie about a deaf youth who gets raped in prison. I don't think you're talking about that one. True. It's like shortly after he did Roots.
Right.
He called Dummy. And he got wrongfully accused of doing something. He went to prison and got raped. And it was a really sad film. But anyway, that's not what she was talking about. Dude grew on me a little bit. It's kind of like the Tom Holland Spider-Man. When I heard he was going to play him, I was like, no, it's only one Hellboy. And that's supposed to be my boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who I bumped into here in Atlanta, by the way. But I bumped into him because, what's his name?
Ron Perlman.
Perlman. I was going through a patch that was pretty rough at the time in Atlanta. And, you know, a lot of actors always shoot here anyway. They're all over the place. There was a little coffee shop in the 4th Ward in Atlanta. And I bumped into him one day. I was in there, and he was in there. And I was like, you know who you look like? And he looked at me and he said, you ever been to jail? Apparently, that's a phrase they use on that show he was on. What is it, Sons of Anarchy?
Sons of Anarchy, yeah.
Apparently, they say that as a code word or something like that in that show. And he said it to me when I asked him, do you know who you look like? And I just answered truthfully, like, yeah, I've been to jail. You know what I'm saying? And recently at that, you know what I'm saying? And he kind of looked like, I guess he expected me to say no or something. I don't know. But he apologized like 2 minutes later. He was like, no, I'm sorry about the jail crack. No, shit. It's the truth. I've been to jail. What? But yeah, I believe wholeheartedly, 150%, that was him. I know that chin anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the voice. So it was like, yeah, it was a really weird, surreal experience because, like I said, I was going through a rough patch of my life at the time. Even though I was still doing Frylock, there was a time where I was going through some bad, weird, even supernatural shit. But I won't talk about that today. I'll just let people scratch their heads on that one. I came out of it, though, and here I am to talk about it. Not that I ain't got scarred from it, physically and mentally, but I'm all right now. I'll tell you, it was rough yesterday, but I'm okay now.
Well, that's all that matters, right?
Oh, Rodney Dangerfield. Impersonation of my old Uncle Rodney. Take my wife, please. My wife said, you never take me anywhere anymore. Take me somewhere I've never been before. I said, try the kitchen. Sorry, honey. Just a joke. Well, I got to go unless you got something else to ask me.
2 more questions. I'll do 2 closer questions here. What are some of your favorite cartoons / films, and do you have any up-and-coming projects to promote?
My favorite cartoon was the very first anime I saw. One of my favorite cartoons, anyway. Speed Racer.
Oh, excellent show.
I love the movie.
The movie's great also, yeah.
I want to see a sequel with the Mammoth car, damn it.
Yeah, Emil Hirsch killed that role. I really like Emil Hirsch, and he was perfect for that movie.
Looked like him. He even did the damn pose where he jumps out of the damn car. I don't know how they pulled that one off. It was just green screen shit, but
right.
When he jumped out the car and did the pose, I was like, "Oh shit, y'all tripping? Y'all did it." Because I used to sit in front of the TV, man, and sing that theme song at the top of my lungs. My mother would tell that story all the time. She was like, had to pull me back from television because I sat right up on the screen. You go blind. Oh wait, that's the other thing. And of course, in the 1960s version of Spider-Man animated, that TV show. Who was my favorite superhero, by the way? I thought Garfield nailed it pretty good. That's why Tom Holland had to grow on me. But I thought Andrew Garfield was a pretty damn good Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I thought he was better than Tobey. I thought Tobey was kind of softy, kind of too soft as Peter until 3 when he got all raunchy with the ladies and shit.
Right,
3, he was funny. He was funny. 3 was a better Peter Parker than Spider-Man. 3 was the best Peter Parker version because you got to see the other side of Peter Parker in Spider-Man 3, but they just screwed the pooch. I think what I heard was Raimi got mad at Sony and put old boy from that 70s show, cast him as Venom or something because they wanted somebody else. And he was like, "No, fuck you, I'm going to cast him." Something like that I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. But
I heard that there was originally Venom wasn't even supposed to be in it, and
yeah, something like that. I heard the same thing.
Yeah, it was.
But he didn't want Venom in it, but Sony did, or something like that.
Right.
Who owns the rights or whatever? The company. Yeah, it was Sony. Sony wanted Venom. Raimi didn't. Raimi just wanted the Sandman and the Osborn plot line, what I guess was supposed to be Hobgoblin, but wasn't Hobgoblin. That was really weird.
Right.
Too. I was mad from the first movie because of the mask of the Green Goblin. Because of the way you got Willem Dafoe, who is a rubber-faced actor, his expressions and his chops alone, and the way he grins, all you got to do is put a latex mask on.
Right. And I keep saying they need to cast him as the Joker.
Oh, shit. You know what? Damn, I never even thought of that. Son of a bitch, you're right. He would kill it.
That's what I keep saying. Like his bone structure and like you just said, his.
Found out they cast Jack Nicholson. I was like, okay, I can see that. You know what I'm saying? Because you look at the grin on Jack Nicholson.
Right.
Oh, he's the Joker, and he really came up with his own version of the character because he wasn't playing not Adolf. He wasn't playing what's the guy's name that played in the TV show? It was Caesar.
Right.
Romero. He was no Caesar Romero. He was totally different.
Right.
He literally reinvented the character. I say the same thing about Heath. Heath reinvented him too.
And I'm really excited for Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker in this standalone movie.
Like a character study, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It's fine. You could do a character study, but I guess they want you to feel for him as the anti-hero. That's what it looks like. They want you to feel something. They want you to understand why he became what he is.
Right.
Which is fine. They can make another 10 movies about him. That's fine. I'll watch them all. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know what happened with the TV show. I met that kid. I met the kid who does Bruce Wayne. I met him at Dragon Con one year. He's a cool kid. Of course, I had to ask him about Selena Kyle. Is that your girlfriend? Nah. Just asked him, was that your girlfriend? He said no. I said, is your mother agent? He said no. I said, good man. It's bad business, man, when you let your parents manage the money, at least from what I've seen. But anywho, New projects that ain't coming along the line. Man, I'm auditioning like crazy though. I got auditions here. I got a couple of things I'm working with people on the back burner. They know who they are. And that's what's going on right now. I'm trying to, I'm looking for work. If you got the money to hire me, holla at me. Holla at your boy.
As soon as I got something in the works, I will definitely let you know.
Well, okay. Let me put it to you this way, and whoever is listening, people don't understand this. If you want me to be on your project, call me when you've got the budget green lighted. Seriously, don't call me when you're in the baby step stage and it's going to take us 10 years to get this shit off the ground. Call me when you got the budget money in your hand and say, Frylock, I want to offer you $10,000 if you do this role. And I'll say, yes. That's what I'm talking about. Seriously.
You heard it right here.
Huh?
I said you heard it right here on the Fisch Bowl.
When you get your budget together, then you call the fry man, and then we can talk and negotiate terms and conditions. That's right.
Awesome. Well, Carey, it has been a pleasure having you swim in the bowl with me. I hope the temperature was just right.
One more thing, right quick.
Yeah,
I am going to MegaCon in Orlando, Florida, the weekend of the 16th, I think. It's like 16th to the 19th. It's a 4-day con. Big con down there in Orlando. So come check me out. It's going to be weird. I'm going to be sharing the table with a cosplayer. I'm not an official guest, quote unquote, but I am a guest. And I will be there at MegaCon. That's the next appearance that I will make. And after that, I'm pretty busy in June. If you need my wifey, my lovely assistant, to send you my calendar of events, she can do so once we get off the line. And she can send you a copy of my calendar where I'm going to be in the next few months.
Awesome.
All right?
Sounds great.
Peace, love, and high frag grease. And don't forget, hit me up if you want an original piece done by me. They start at $60. If you just want Frylock, Shake, and Meat, Watt, and Carl or something like that, maybe a Moonlight or two, that'll be around 60. If you want something specific, like I got to do one where the Aqua Teens are going to be the Mortal Kombat guys, that's going to be fun to do. I'm trying to decide who's going to be who right now. But anyway, something like that is going to cost you over 100 or 150. But yeah, I do original pieces, and believe me, it's worth every penny.
Awesome.
And I also got prints for sale. Check me out on Messenger, Facebook, Instagram. Check out my YouTube channel, Carey Means. I post all my little funny videos and vignettes of my little misadventures on there as well. So peace, love, and frag grease, y'all.
Awesome. Thank you, Carey.
Word. I hope you got your money's worth.
I definitely did.
All right. I try to make it fun and entertaining and engaging and enlightening and a little educational.
Absolutely. It was a blast. True blast.
Thank you. Appreciate you, boss.
Absolutely. Thank you. I would love to have you on the show anytime.
You get the script written and we get your budget together, call me.
Definitely.
All right, man.
Awesome.
Peace.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.